Hello, welcome to Check It Out with Rich.
And Becky.
Becky's going to do this one with me today. She's a little bit nervous. We've been wanting to do a video of all the upgrades and modifications and add-ons we've done to the camper. So we are at Hoosier State Park for 5 days. And we figure we'll get it done. There's only 3 here, but we have 5 pages, my gibberish I wrote down for different things we did. So let's get started. We're going to start at the front cap, work our way around, then go inside and go clockwise inside. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're going to do the roof first. We put a cover on the max fan. That way you can ride with the fan open and no water comes in. We put cyclone vents on to stop the smell coming in the camper. We're on day 3 and no smells, so outstanding. Okay, in the front storage bay we put a cord rail for the 50 amp power cord. I also added some hooks up here for our skewers and mountain pies and whatever. And another thing I did, the wires were connected to the cover on the battery, and I didn't like that, so I disconnected the wires on this cover and I wired them direct. I was afraid maybe a skewer was going to fall on it and short the system out. So I think that's about it for here. There's not too much more you can do in here. So let's move on. Okay, I installed a holder for the gloves for when we're draining the tanks. Paper towel dispenser. I got these hooks up here for extension cords. There's coax cable there, power strip. Okay, we added a, take his panel out. We added a light down here so we can see a little bit better if there's any leaks. Big difference. And we changed out the water pump to a sea flow. So far we got more pressure. I'm liking it. I keep the old one as a spare. I added a hook up here for my hose so it's not hanging down. Okay, we're on the back of the camper and we added these brackets for the flagpole. Okay, back, you got the flag? Okay. And we also installed a rear view camera. Okay, another thing we added was tire pressure monitoring system. I don't think Becky wants to crawl under there and get a video of it, so take my word for it, we installed it. Okay, next thing we did, we were camping. I actually think it was here, and Lexi come running over here to go chase a dog, of course, and my propane hose was hanging down, and the hose goes over here to the table while she wrapped around it. So I added hooks up here to keep the propane hose up off the ground. I don't know how well you can see them, but they helped a lot. I also want to add a couple more. I have extension cord coming this way going to our light display we shine up into the tree, so I want to add a couple more hooks down there just for the extension cord. Okay, in the basement we moved the wall back, and on the wall I have a Dewalt battery charger. I also put the hardwired surge protector, which I'm going to change this around. I'm going to put the surge protector on the other side, maybe put another basket up over here. I don't know. I'll find out once I get everything going. Okay, I added some hooks up here. Becky puts a display out along the road, and we have some flags that we roll up and put there for a display. And then I added this strap for the flagpole, which one end goes on top of the bracket, the hooks for the wires, and I strap it in here to hold it up. And I put some hooks for a hatchet, just something small. Okay, so let's start to go in. Okay, on the door, keyless entry. Still not sure about this. It's a Risto. I did a short video on it. I think I was here when we did the video. Having some issues with it, but it's working. Added this handrail, which is very nice. I like it. In the morning, my feet don't work too well. Okay, on a screen door, added, I think this is a Camco handle. We also installed the Lippert screenshot, which I love, and the Lippert screen defender. With the dog, you have to have this. It's expensive, but it's well worth it. Our last camper, we had plexiglass on there. It gets all scratched up. This is a lot better. And the plexiglass, I think the plexiglass was like $25, $30 anyway. So this was $60, I think. Okay, another thing we added was a fold-up. It's Velcro, holds down with Velcro, and it's also magnetic. You can have it at any, well, just about any height. I guess not. I guess right there. I also cut on a piece of Reflectix. When we're parked at the house, the sun comes over on this side, and it's pretty hot. And the thermostat's right inside here, so it actually throws a lot of heat on that thermostat. So I forget what that was, 20 bucks or something like that. I'll put a link for most everything I could find in the description. You want to come in? Okay, like any camper, command hooks. We've got quite a few of them, not as many as the last camper though. Okay, we put a dimmer switch in, which I really like. Another thing we did is we have magnets here that have the adhesive backing, and I just don't like someone knocks on your door, them be able to see in the window from the steps, so at night we put them on. Okay, we added another dimmer switch here, which is very nice. I added a remote holder. This is my seat. Remote holder.
Okay, so over here at the entertainment center, we did put in a new TV. It is a smart TV. The camper did not come with a smart TV, so we did upgrade to that. Rich had to do a little bit of fixing on the back to get the mount to hold, but that was just putting a few pieces of wood in there. He installed a new radio that is also a DVD player, and there is a power strip behind the TV to plug everything into. A mount for the Sirius radio. We just take the radio itself between the truck and the camper, and we put some speakers in because these were not very good. And then my favorite part is the blue backing on the fireplace that is heat resistant peel and stick tile. Alright, so we also installed a spice rack here by the stove. The sink cover, when we got the camper, it was too wide. So Rich cut it down, took the rubber off, cut it down, put the rubber strips back on, and he also cut it in half. So we can have half covered and half still usable sink. We put a latch on the pantry door, which Rich still has to adjust a little bit, because we did have an instance where when the slide was in, the pantry door did come open, and you don't want to then push your slide out with this door open. So we put the latch on there. Rich put lights in, so when we open the pantry, the lights come on. We also installed 2 additional spice racks in here, as well as a right-on board for our shopping list.
Okay, another thing we did, all the shelving I could get to, I reinforced. That's above the TV. I couldn't get above the sofa because there's no way of accessing that, but all these are reinforced. As old as they were, you can see how easy things move. Every shelf I could get to, I reinforced. Like in here, you'll see how much is there, and then up here is nothing with the reinforcement. A good thing to buy to have on hand is the jig for a pocket hole. Comes in handy. Okay, another thing Becky did, she did this all on her own, is she put black crafting paper on the inside of the doors, which turned out pretty nice. Before you really couldn't make things out, but you could see through the frosted glass. Okay, next thing we put intercom system in for when her mother comes in her motorhome. I have one installed in hers. I actually have another one up here in the storage up above the pantry. But in case there's no cell phone service or something happens, she could just push a button and get our attention. Okay, another thing I did is we switched out most of the USB charging ports. They were so cheap, I think my phone took like 3 hours to charge up. Here I got two different styles. With this style it takes, I don't know, about an hour. The other one's about an hour and a half.
Dimmer switches on the awnings.
Yep. Okay, next we put a place to keep our keys and more command hooks. And then moving down to the panel, I put dimmer switches in for the awning lights. I can't stand bright lights at night. I don't know why people do it. I think a fire's enough lighting, but sometimes you do need a little bit of fire.
A little bit of light.
Sometimes you do need a little bit of light. Okay. We forgot the side view cameras outside.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so. Okay, another thing we did here on the panel, we forgot to mention when we went outside, we put in the rear view camera. We also put two side view cameras on. And everything's controlled off the switch on this panel. Another thing we did here was we got a sheet of labels with our camper. Well, one of the labels had the VIN number, so I put the VIN number on here so we'd have it handy. We wouldn't have to go out and look at the sticker outside. The next thing we did was the backsplash on the sink, and I also put it underneath, which turned out very nice. I actually had to redo it. It ended up coming off in certain spots, and I ended up using spray adhesive with it, and she's beholden. Okay, next thing, we added some stainless steel hooks in here just to hang things. There's two more over here, and a tension rod up here to hang stuff. I hang my waders up there, and we don't use the shower that often. So Becky would like to, but we don't. Okay, I think that's it for in here.
Okay, so upstairs in the bedroom, we installed 2 sets of hooks to hang, you know, sweatshirts, raincoat, towels, PJs. So there's a set there and also a set here. We did install a TV and a portable DVD player, and there is a power strip connected to the side to get everything plugged in. We added lights to the closet, so when you open this side, the lights come on. Replaced the clothes rod. The one that came with the camper had grooves in it, so you couldn't easily slide your hangers back and forth to get to what was behind it. We installed some baskets in the back to hold our unmentionables. New USB chargers on each nightstand. We got some decorations just to dress it up a little bit. I think it's going to take a couple years to get it where I want it to be. lights light up and they have different, just something girly for the bedroom.
Okay, so that was it. We went through it pretty fast. Becky was very nervous about doing this, but I think she did a lot better than I do. So I tend to think too much while I'm doing this, and I get lost sometimes. But there was some other things we did, and there's a bunch more we want to do. If we can get away from working on it, repairing it, that would give us more time to do upgrades. Repairs coming up, replacing both awning motors, replacing the slide skis, and there's one more. Oh, the fan in the bathroom is missing the shroud. I think I mentioned that last video. Sleeve, they call it. So that should be in any time. When that comes in, I'm going to do a video on it. So far, I think I've had 3 or 4 people on Facebook mention they're also missing that. But yeah, I think that's all we have that we've done. A couple other small things here and there. But you want to do the thanks for checking it out?
So thanks for checking it out with Rich and special guest star Becky. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any modifications or anything you would like to see Rich demonstrate in a video, put it in the comments.
Okay. All right.
Thanks.
We'll see y'all. Bye.
Was that stupid? Should we do it again?
Nope.
Should I not have said special guest star?
No.
Okay.
All right, close enough? Okay, that's probably good. Okay, we're going to do the roof first. We put a max... okay, let's do that again. Okay, we're going to do the roof first. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're going to do the roof first. We put a cover on a max